Right, man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV. Woo!
All right, my guy from Philly sent me an interview where Devin Haney and Wallow from Millions Dollars Worth of Game, they was at the event together. And, well, let's rewind, right? Let's rewind. All right, I was watching the Million Dollars Worth of Game. Apparently, Shakur Stevenson was back on there. And what's so funny, Shakur Stevenson is hitting the media outlet pretty hard. The black media outlet pretty hard, man. So shout out to him. He just not calling guys out and pulling people hoe cards. I mean, he's literally doing the media to get the traction for his name. And that's what a boogeyman should do. Hate to talk about Rocky or Creed. In the movie Creed, you seen Jonathan Major character. What's the first thing he did? He called into the media. He started making Donnie look bad. So at the end of the day, if I keep telling these guys, if you only continue to talk bad about or try to clown a fighter or smoke a fighter out to fight you to boxing fans and boxing media, is not enough. Because these new fans justify, in this media, they'll turn the other cheek just to keep access. But these new fans justify why somebody ducking. They justify that. They justify, oh man, Shakur don't bring nothing to the table. Shakur ain't exciting, or, nobody care about Shakur Stevenson. Tank ain't got to fight him. Frank ain't got to do him. He on the wrong side of the street. He should come sign to Al Heyman. They gonna say that. So at the end of the day, while you preaching, you preaching to the same amount of people, guess what? Now, once you start bringing the public into it, the casual fans into it, or fans that don't have don't really have no interest, and now you start, dogging him or dogging them to them. Oh, this dude's, he's a kitten, he's a punani, he's a punk, he's this, he that. Now they start to get embarrassed because now the casual public don't know no better. They're gonna believe the first thing they hear. Look how people vote. Look how black people who poor, who live in the ghetto, still feel like they owe their voting allegiance to the Democratic Party. Instead of going to just, especially with technology, going to do basic background checks or going to see how Republican states do versus Democrats, or how this candidate do versus this candidate. They just continue. A lot of them just continue to be stuck in the same matrix. And I was hearing Big Ja, to the max. We'll check out Big Ja. Great filmographer, great writer, great comedian. And he was breaking down They Clone Tyrone, and how he was saying how they believe the man how it really represented the man wanted people to stay in the same hamster wheel. They wanted to keep us down by using malt liquor and using drugs and use, how they want us to stay in a place so they can continue to reign over us. But that's the same thing that a lot of these guys make a mistake in doing. You calling out a fighter to embarrass him to the boxing fan base, which now justifies clown and silly behavior. Look how they justified Errol Spence all them years ducking Terrence Crawford. Just to move the goalposts again. Well, Terrence Crawford scared to fight him. This, that, and the third. Look how they justify that. So guess what? What you do is you start making a particular fighter, a la Tank Davis, a la Frank Martin. You start making them look bad to people who have no interest. So now I go on SportsCenter, make them look bad. Now I go on this Pivot podcast and make them look bad. Now I might be at a movie premiere and I'm going to make them look bad. Or I might be with Drake and call him out and make him look bad. Now people saying, oh shit, why Tank don't want to fight this guy? This guy got a belt, or this guy that won this, that, and the third. Tank's scared. So now Tank got to hear that. Now Frank Martin got to hear that. They got to live with the public embarrassment. That's how you do that. And how Shakur Stevenson is strategically moving, Jay Prince need to continue to use his influence to get him everywhere they can go. Movie premieres. If it's with Drake, if it's with whoever it may be, if he got to go on The View and call these dudes out, you do what you got to do. But to continue to keep it moving. But to get to the point, so Wallow caught up with Devin Haney. They was somewhere. And, he pressed him about fighting Shakur Stevenson. He said, well, I offer Shakur Stevenson the same 25% he offered Frank Martin. Now, Shakur Stevenson told the $1 million worth of game that Frank Martin wanted 50% of the he wanted 50% of the pot. And he explained to him, like, bro, you ain't never won a title, you ain't did this, that, and the third. This is what we offering. And Bob Arum said financially they gave him what they asked for. He was getting over $1 million for that fight, but then Shakur Stevenson said they DM and he said Frank, wanted 50%. He said that wasn't gonna happen. So they offered him 25% of the pot, whatever, however it came out. So Wallow asked, Devin, like, why the Shakur fight ain't happening? He said, well, I offered him the same amount of money he offered Frank Martin. So he basically said, but he said, why the fight? And he said, at the end of the day, did I not offer him the same amount of money he offered to Frank Martin? Because he told, Shakur told Gillian Wallow he offered him 25%, just like that, Frank Martin 25%, just like Devin Haney offered him 25%. So at the end of the day, now that's going to be a talking point or a finesse point for Devin Haney fans for him not to fight Shakur Stevenson. Now, my thing is, we know Devin had problems making weight. And if that's the excuse, I won't say excuse. If that's he want to move up, my thing is, if you're going to move up, don't hold the division up, relinquish the belts. Now, if you want to try your luck, see if you could beat Regis Progress, then come back down if you lose. Then when you come back down, there's no reason why you shouldn't fight the next best challenger. And if that's Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko in a rematch, Ken Bosos, William Zepeda, whoever it may be, you know what I'm saying? If it's a Comey or whoever they got next up, your Van Mendy, whoever it may be, Floyd Schofield, you need to fight the next guy up. Tevin Farmer, whoever it may be. So just because you got your ass knocked out by Regis or you lose to Regis Progress by an inch or by a motherfucking a billion miles, if you choose to come back down, you need to fight the next best guy that's up. That's my thing about it. But at the same time, and they, people talk, oh, we need to see Devin Shakur, and I don't mind it happening. But we know Devin it wasn't 100% at 35. We don't know what he looked like at 40. But the chances is, if they do fight, one of them probably not gonna have their and that's fine. Because real champs, lose their titles and they get them back. That's what made Holyfield one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. Yeah, he lost his title, but he got it back. That's what made him one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. So at the end of the day, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But what's so funny is you got a lot of them fans, that's Tank Davis fans, that's Errol Spence fans, trying to ask Devin and Shakur to do something they wasn't asking Devin and Errol Spence and Tank to do. So PBC fanboys shouldn't really have nothing to say, in my humble opinion, about nobody ducking or who should fight who. No, for years y'all told us how Errol Spence didn't need Terrence Crawford and how Tank Davis don't need this part. Cool. But don't sit here and set high expectations for another fighter because you want them two guys to fight each other so, it make it easier for Tank. No. Part of being a young fighter is going through the trenches, going through the fire. Canelo didn't have to go through all that fire, bro. He got to pick and choose and had the judges. Yeah, he fought Austin Trout and, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't fight the Andrades. He didn't fight the Charlos, he didn't fight a lot of them, some of the guys who wanted him to see him fight. But he did give you Andrade and not Andrade, but Trout and Lara and Miguel Cotto, as people thought that fight was very, very close. So he did give you those type of fights, but he didn't go through that. He got blessed, and some people thought he got blessed with the open scoring versus Trout. Some people feel like he got a blessing versus Arislani Lara and stuff like that. But he ain't never really had to grind, you know what I'm saying? But then again, when you got a silver spoon up your ass, you ain't got to grind in boxing. And eventually that shows. It's like a spoiled kid and it's like a grown person, a spoiled kid and a person that had to grind. Even though the money spent the same and the black card swipe the same, but I feel that there's different character being built. It's a different character getting built in there. But at the end of the day, they gonna sit there and They gonna sit there and say what they gonna say, to be honest. You know, you move how you want to move because it's never gonna be good enough. Devin go down to 35, fight Shakur and lose. Oh, he was drained. You know, Shakur come up and lose to Devin Haney. Oh, he wasn't ready. He just got to 35. I mean, no, I wouldn't move with I wouldn't move by what these boxing fans worth of shit. I wouldn't move on what they said. Me personally, hell no. Hell no. Because they fickle and they fake. But shit, to be real, most of these people out here fake as hell anyway. Can't trust nobody, dog. Real talk. I'm telling y'all that shit. So when niggas snake you, you can't act surprised. Be telling niggas that you can't act surprised, bro. Shit don't, like, I be just thinking like, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. But shit, can I really be surprised, bro? Human nature is very, very wicked right now. Very wicked right now. And you can't trust nobody, bro. At all. You damn sure can't trust these fucking weak ass boxing fans. Most of y'all who don't have no morals and no standard, y'all fuck around and do the same thing the other fans was doing. That's why they created the local dummy boxing community. Because them white boys and the Pacquiao fans were sticking together on their helmet. And they said, you know what, we gotta become stronger as a unit and move together. But the problem is they have selective staying on code. And that's cool. You know, that's cool because, you know, some people, you know, they want to support some black fighters and not some black fighters. Okay, whatever. But then they got mad with certain members will support the black fighters that they couldn't get an interview or monetize, and then they start going at their own members, which is stupid. So when you build a group or community, or, you know, you build the foundation on money, that, I mean, yo, like I tell y'all, with y'all purpose got to be something greater than money. It got to be something that fulfill you, that build that character. You know what I'm saying? So when you build a community and it's all about money, it's going to become a dick pulling contest. It's a matter of time. Even if that wasn't an issue, it's a matter of time. Well, he getting more views than me. Or he going live the same time as I'm going live. Or he getting more super chats than me. See? That's why I tell y'all, man, you know, you got to have tunnel vision. You know, I said the difference between a genius and a regular person, the genius is able to cut out the clutter and just focus on the goal. They know what the mission is. Everybody else want to get distracted by what Ray, Pookie got going on here, Brittany got going on here. But when you focus and you motivated to focus on the goal, and you gonna have those distractions, that's why a lot of people got to hit rock bottom to get where they want to be at, because they can't cut out the bullshit. And it become a time, and that's why I tell you it's a great time. You know, they call it monk mode, you know, and part of the, you know, monk mode I went through, like, I cut out all the bullshit. I wasn't speaking to nobody. I was focusing on my fitness. I was focusing on getting my money up. I was focusing on, you know, what we building on YouTube. I was focusing on my job, my career. I'm focusing on, you know, everything. You know, my whole thing was I do the same thing every day. I focus every day. You know what I'm saying? And I lock in every day. And no bullshit. So, but yeah, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Check out the Box News playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.